Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Coming out with it, it's Ncaa. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to pass on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. There's a live football. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job on the defense covering that thing up.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Concepcion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Got it behind the line. It's Waters. Touchdown, NC State! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do...
He lost one down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Auburn. Getting set for the point after. Right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
What a snag by the defense. Oh, he would have loved to pick up a few more yards on that return, but they've still got it at the 31. Excellent field position here for the offense. The give out of the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You've got to do a lot of this.
Coming after it. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, no doubt that was the primary target the quarterback wanted, just not on the same page on that one.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. Touchdown, Auburn! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in.
And that pass is intercepted. Smashes through. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Throwing right. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He tries to take the top off. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Thorne. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. Now he can return this. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 10. He takes it all the way back for the 2. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
I know that's offensive pass interference, but I actually think that's a very heads-up play because that ball might have got intercepted. That was an errant throw. The receiver knew it, and instead of allowing the defender to pick it off, he knew, hey.
Oh, look out, there he goes. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack. Here comes the 2-point try. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He's at the 50. Past the 30. The 20. He's at the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Ncaa. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like
afterburners coming. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Looking to throw, it's Thorne. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And after the pick, everybody going the other way, and he crossed midfield and got it to the 47.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Rogers. Keeps the legs moving. And it's on the ground. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, going to get a turnover, and the offense falls down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The short hands. It's Concepcion. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Quick pass on the jet motion. They'll knock him down behind the line, and that's how we'll end this quarter. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The play action fake. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And welcome to the offensive showcase, my friend.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Simmons. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. He's loose. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to throw, it's Thorne. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up.
He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Tiger! They'll try to add another to their lead. They'll go to the end. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Smothers. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now they've lost the ball here. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again, and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And down he goes back at the 3.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back.
Oh, trickeration, he's throwing it. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? It's complete! And he will score! Touchdown, Tigers! How about this? These guys are going for 2. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Gets it out fast. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
He's got an open man. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. He gets it in for the two, and now a field goal would tie it. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Simmons. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
The pull and throw off the RPO. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Steps away to find some room. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught, close to the marker, it's Lambert Smith. Ripping through the defense. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The back goes in motion. Give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Auburn to the line in a hurry. And he's wrestled to the ground. It's a 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And it's caught! Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, diving catches always look sweet, but they look even sweeter when it's for a touchdown. That's shades of Desmond Howard back in the day, winning a Heisman Trophy and making catches against Notre Dame. That was unbelievable.
And the defense on him, and he will go down, sacked on the 2-point try. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Smothers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts.
And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
The offense set for a first down play. Headed to the end zone, and he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Coming out with it, it's Smothers. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession. Going up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Right on target this time. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He'll come out throwing on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, he started rolling to his right. Because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target. And his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Thorne. Finds the tight end. And he picked up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Smothers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Waters. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. After that last completion, it's second down. Try and play action. He's going to let it go. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he's brought down after a huge completion. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Feeling some heat. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And here's the return. And the returner will be knocked down.
At the 26.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on up.
Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, that's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because these QBs and wide receivers are so good. But man, just a mishap, a little overthrow.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10, just lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
To throw, it's Thorne. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. He lets one fly deep. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover three. He's got zone. He's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
He lobs one high down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety. and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. Trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They want to just keep throwing it. Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick.
NC State, 36.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To the air, it's Thorne. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Now on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third.
Intercepted by NC.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches who put him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defenders some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7. If they're going to get anything going on this drive, they better be productive here on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that pass picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just the force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. On second down, he'll let it fly. Quickly complete. Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On fourth down, looking to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. And the Tigers get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown!